Hi folks, Greeno here, out and about again, and where am I today? Well, I'm still in Dublin. In fact, I'm on O'Connell Street, which is probably Dublin's busiest and most famous street, full of shops and eateries and bars and the like, banks, that sort of thing. It's a really, really famous street, this. Now, why am I here? Well, behind me here, you will see there is a branch of SUPERMAC'S. Now, SUPERMAC'S is an Irish fast food chain. As far as I know, they're only in Ireland, and they're pretty much Ireland's favourite fast food chain, as far as I understand it. So, they do burgers, they got chicken sandwiches, tenders, all that sort of stuff. So we're going to go in and see how it compares to the stuff I get back in the UK. Is it going to be like a McDonald's kind of thing? Is it going to be as bad as Wendy's? Or maybe as good as Five Guys? Who knows? Let's get inside and find out. Right then guys, I have my order here. Now, as always in the fast food place, we are pushed for space. Not enough room on the table. I've actually got to stand up and do this because I can't sit down and get myself and all the food into shot. So what have I ordered? So I ordered their 5-ounce cheese and bacon burger meal. So this is the cheese and bacon burger here. It's got a sort of seeded bun, a couple of patties in there, lots of bacon, a bit of red onion, some ketchup, and plenty of cheese in there. That comes with fries and a soft drink. I went with a Coke Zero, and that's €11.50 for that. So, not too bad, kind of on the edge of acceptability, isn't it? We also have chicken burger here. Now this chicken burger was €7.50 by itself. So in here we have a nice southern fried chicken fillet. There's lettuce in there, there's some sort of burger sauce, it looks like more than mayo. Like I say, that was €7.50, so overall, this whole meal is €19, which is what, about 16 quid, is it? Something like that, 16 pounds? There or thereabouts. So first up, we're going to have a little sip of this Coke. Or Coke Zero, as it is. Nice and cold. Not too much ice in there. So that's okay. We'll start with the fries, because everything's going to go cold the fastest, I guess. So relatively standard fry, a little bit chunkier than you might normally find in a fast food place. Reasonably warm, not overly so. They are salted. They're not the crispiest, but they are actually quite tasty. They remind me a little bit of how the KFC fries used to be before they added that disastrous chicken salt spice to them. So yeah, they're okay. And the more I dig actually into the packet that they're in here, the warmer they are, which is nice. They're okay, just average fries really. Better than cold McDonald's ones, definitely better than the ones I had at Shake Shack recently. They were garbage, weren't they? Okay, time to move on to the burgers. I'll have another little slurp of the Coke just to cleanse the palate somewhat. I do like Coke Zero. I always used to drink Diet Coke or even caffeine-free Diet Coke if it was available, but Coke Zero is now my cola beverage of choice. Okay, I'm going to start with this chicken sandwich. I like the look of this. It's got a really nicely presented bun. It kind of looks a bit like they call them Vienna rolls or something like that, with different sesame seeds and whatever on the top here. Nice crispy patty in there of the southern fried chicken. And a little bit of lettuce there, which is going to give it a little bit of extra crunch and freshness. Let's give this a try. That is not bad, let me tell you. The southern fried coating is actually quite peppery, which I appreciate. I like that in a sort of southern fried thing. So when it's got a little bit of extra pepper or spice or something in it. The chicken, nice white chicken there, nice and tender. Really nice breast fillet of chicken. I can't quite work out what the sauce is yet. I think it is more like a sort of burger sauce, like almost like a Big Mac sauce. The bun itself is soft. It's not the highest quality of bun, but it is a step up on your Mackie D's type affair. It's holding together nicely, at least. That, I think, is a success. Right here, so nice chicken fillet, really well cooked through, still nice and juicy. And that coating is the star, though. It's kind of like a sort of southern fried KFC almost coating, but just with a little extra zing from that pepper. And as I'm getting more into the burger, I am picking up some more of that sauce. And it does work really nicely with the coating, with the chicken itself. That is a success, I think. Like that. Let's move on to the cheese and bacon burger. Now this is a 5 ounce, not a quarter pounder, 5 ounce. Don't ask me why. So like I say in here, we've got lots of cheese. We have got 2 big patties in there, bacon, red onion, ketchup, burger sauce, all sorts of gooey goodness. So, let's see how this is. The bacon, I'm hoping, isn't going to be horrible and flabby, because that's one thing that I find on Mackie D's burgers. The bacon in there is always pointless, but hopefully this is a bit better than that. And it is, straight away. It's not crispy, but it has a distinct texture. It's a little bit crispier than the burger is. The burger patties are quite thin. I just pick a little bit out by itself. It is a little dry, but when you add in all the sauces, when you add in the cheese, a little bit of onion in there as well, that does counteract some of that dryness. I didn't realise it came with onion in. Normally if you get a cheese and bacon burger, it doesn't have onion, does it? If I'd known that, I might have asked them to take it out, because raw onion's not my favourite thing in the world. Do you know what? It's alright. I'm not going to say it's up there with the Five Guys or Honest Burgers that I went to recently in London. But I don't suppose they're trying to compete with that, are they? This is a competition to your McDonald's, your Burger Kings. And I've got to say, the burger's competing pretty well. I'd say the beef itself, probably the only real letdown in the whole thing. The bun, again, similar to the bun on the chicken burger, it's holding together well. That's a tasty burger. Slight change of angle as some people are coming and sat directly behind me as I was filming, so just me in shot now rather than the food too. I've got to say, for what this is, I'm reasonably impressed. Okay, €19. So that's about, I think it's about £16, isn't it? Maybe 17. I mean, it's probably a little pricier than the McDonald's would be. More comparable with your Burger King kind of pricing, I suppose. But I think the quality is decent enough. I mean, like I say, it's not trying to compete with Honest Burgers, Bleecker, any of those kind of gourmet burger type places. It is fast food at the end of the day. What I do quite like here though, the menu is quite stripped back. They've got the burgers, but there's not too many of them. You've got bacon cheeseburger, you've got a normal burger, and that's about it. You've got chicken burger, which again you can get with cheese and bacon or without. Some chicken tenders, fries, there's, you know, then there's obviously little sort of ice creamy bits and whatever. But that's it, it's quite stripped back. They're just focusing on what they think they're good at. And do you know what? I think they're wise to do so, because this isn't bad. One thing I think is pretty interesting about this Supermac's place is they actually share the space with Papa John's. So part of it is for the burger side of things, and part of it you can get a pizza. Right then guys, so what did I make of SUPERMAC'S, Ireland's favourite fast food place? Do you know what? I didn't think it was bad, to be honest with you. The chips, well, they were nothing to write home about, were they? They were okay. They were better than some I've had, not as good as many others I've had. So yeah, they were just kind of okay. But the burgers, I think, were pretty decent. The chicken burger in particular. I really liked the coating on there with that little bit of extra pepper compared to what you'd get in a KFC one. And the bun was okay. It had those nice seeds and stuff on the top. The sauce worked really nicely with it. And with the chicken, with the cheese and bacon burger, sorry, that was nice too. I actually took the onion out of that in the end, just to give me the cheese and bacon kind of flavour. It improved it for me. I understand people will prefer it with onion in. Personal choice. I just don't really like raw onion that much. But yeah, I think overall that was a decent little burger. 5 ounce rather than a quarter pounder, so a little bit of extra meat. Not that you really would notice the difference, and not that the meat was even the star of the show, to be honest. But yeah, decent enough. So, how do we score this? Well, I mean, like I say, it's not perfect. I think the price was fair enough. I'd say a bit more expensive than Mackie D's, probably sort of Burger King kind of level. Could have been a touch cheaper, but you know, again, Ireland is expensive at the moment. The quality of the chicken burger was good, although the bun was not the best. Similarly for the beef burger, the beef was a little dry, and the chips were just kind of average. So, where am I going to pitch this? I reckon 3.5, 3 3/4 even, maybe. Can I do quarters? I can do quarters, can't I? Yeah. Let's give it a 3 3/4 out of 5. Now, does it get Greeno's green light? Well, if you're out and about in Dublin, like I say, I'm here on O'Connell Street, and you just want a quick snack on the go, if it's a choice between this and Mackie D's, then I would take this, definitely. They have some kind of meal deals. They're not the cheapest. So, if you're with a big family or whatever, it's not going to be the cheapest meal you'll have ever. But it's fine. It's fine. Apologies if you can hear trams going in the background. This is a really busy street. So yeah, so I'm going to say just squeaks in. Seeing as I'm in the emerald aisle, we'll give it a green light. Come and give it a try. So what better place to finish the video than here on O'Connell Bridge with the River Liffey here behind me, making my way back towards my hotel for the evening. If you've enjoyed this video, looking at SUPERMAC'S here on O'Connell Street in Dublin, Ireland's premier fast food chain, then don't forget, click a thumbs up on there for me. Always helps with the channel. And if you've enjoyed this video and you'd like to see more content, then why not consider subscribing? And you can always ding your little bell for notifications, and that way YouTube will tell you when new content pops up on the channel. Right, where to next? You'll have to wait and see on the next video, won't you? Bye for now.